Okay guys, just this weekly forecast for GU 28th of November 2021 into the week ahead. Just going through exactly where we stand existing on the weekly time frame. We can see that the market, as per our projections from September of this year, we've kind of come back tested and we're in a bearish trend. We're continuing bearish. However, we have hit a weekly demand level where the market is actually reacting off slightly. Because it hasn't reacted off in the manner that we'd wanted it to, the market has shown a supply candle being formed here on the weekly, which shows that after the break of structure, the market didn't have enough volume behind it, or pressure, or buying pressure, whatever you want to call it, to get up and start testing areas further up for us to then continue a sell. Therefore, the area that has been created by the supply candle introduced here is the area that we are now looking to actually respect. And the market has continued to drop off from that point. The introduction of this supply candle is proof enough for us that this demand is now going to get disrespected and violated, and the market will actually fall through and test the areas below. When we look at the weekly wicks that we kind of marked up from last week, we were anticipating the market to come up, test the 50% of this supply candle to show whether there was actually pressure to actually come up and test and continue higher, or reject from this level and continue down. Now the market has shown us that it didn't have the volume or pressure behind it to even get up to this level. Therefore, for us currently, this level and the level above and the level above have all been violated. So we're not going to kind of pay attention to those at the moment. Effectively, we can just remove them off our charts and not have them as indicators for where the market now needs to reach to, because it's shown us that it wants to now continue to sell. So when we look at this now, because the supply candle being introduced, our area of interest is actually the wick of this supply candle now, to see whether the market is going to come up, test the wick of this supply candle, pick up any efficient price action there, and then continue for sells. When we take it down to the daily, we can actually see that the market has started to kind of bounce off the 50% mitigation of the weekly demand that it's currently sitting in. And as it takes that 50%, it started to reject off and go bullish. However, even on Friday, it did not have the pressure to get up and kind of reach levels of supply that we're looking for it to come and test, to possibly then continue bearish. So what we'll be looking for early part of the week is how the market opens in these areas, whether it actually continues bullish, and whether that bullish pressure continues to actually take out the inefficient price action within the wick that it formed as an indecision candle on Friday, and then it goes up to test the weekly supply area, which could be anywhere in and above this zone here, or it kind of respects the 50% of this zone and then continues to sell. When we go down into the 4 hour from there, we can see that the market has effectively broken structure, continued to break structure from this point, retrace, broken structure again. It has got a break of structure scenario here, so we'll take that across and pull it here. So we have break of structure again at this point. Okay, we've got a slight pullback now occurring, and that pullback is kind of within a supply zone at the moment that could possibly allow the market to continue bearish. So the rejection that we get on this indecision candle based on Friday, tail end of Friday, shows us rejection from the upside. It has tapped into an area of higher demand here, possibly on the 8 hour. Yeah, it's taken an area of supply here, so it's kind of rejected off that. It may well be a sign for us to then continue for sells as the market opens. So the two areas that we are targeting are possibly open of the supply candle that kind of created this additional move to the downside, or testing 50% of the wick that has basically formed an indecision candle here to then go down to the sells. That's the areas that we're going to be looking at in terms of price open. So when price does open, a couple of things could happen. Because we're currently sitting in demand, we still may get a bit more mitigation. You'll basically see either the market will come down, test inefficient zones within this area of wick, which is just above a demand, to then kind of take price further up to then sell down, or you'll see price reject from here because you've got wicks already rejecting. It will respect this level that's been formed. It will move up into possibly this area or this area above, and then reject from this area for sells. So that's the forecast for this week. As always, I will be kind of putting up Instagram posts on my stories to see exactly what type of trades I'm taking. Make sure you follow me there. Again, like, share, subscribe the video, and pass it on to those who you think may benefit from this as well. Quick, short 5-minute recap for the forecast of the week ahead. Again, good trading, stay safe, manage your risk, protect your capital. Bye-bye.